Hey, so I want to talk about not not doing things because someone says so, but doing things because you want to. Let me actually put my flashlight on because I have a flashlight on. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning. I woke up feeling like I was about to cry because I feel like I did something wrong but I didn't. So is it? How can I can't really see myself. Um, that's like That's like a little light, right? Y'all can see me, right? It's from my charger. Uh, and then make it better, my phone has a flash on. And, oh my god, okay. Mm. I don't know how else I'm supposed to do, so I'm, I'm like a ghost, so I'm gonna see like the flashlight isn't the problem. Just put it near my face. Alright, so the problem. Alright, so let's recap. Let's actually do a recap. Let me talk quiet as I can. I went to this party with my uncle, who you will later find out touched my ass. Not at the party, but I'm gonna put allegedly so I don't get sued. Allegedly hit my ass, and I was like around, look, I don't know. I was little. I wasn't little. I was in between my teenage years. Teenage, almost me to 20. And he took my ass. He hit my ass, and I was like, oh. Well, that's another time, because I don't remember all the details. I just remember he slapped my ass. And maybe that's why I did the thing that I did, that I was going to do the thing that I did in this party. Because I knew, oh my god, he slapped my ass and everything. And I was like a teenager. Around that age. But TLDR, we was eating food, and when my uncle came, I was gagging, and people were like, go to the bathroom, what's wrong with you? And my mom is a bitch. I hate my mother. I'm sorry. God says to love your parents no matter what, but like, how do you love a toxic ass mom who's both toxic to your birth father and you? How do you do that? Tell me how you do that. How would God, as a human, would do that? That's why God's claimed as his natural deity. Because even they wouldn't. And if these are my parents, why would God put me on this earth with them? I understand. Whatever. I hate her so much. I was going to tell her that. She gets my fucking nerves so much. How are you supposed to love your parents all through that? Whatever. Christianity is confusing. The world's confusing. But after I grew up in the bathroom with Kayla, because she took my cousin, she took me to the bathroom to vomit. I don't even remember if anyone came back and told me and asked me, are you alright? Hey, how you doing? They just kept eating their food and kept talking. They didn't even ask if I was alright. My mom says, and before I said, hey, it was the melon. She was like, you better not apologize. Like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I'll beat your ass if you apologize. I'm like, what? I'm like, excuse me? It's really bright, so I'm gonna turn this off. Sorry. Or turn it around. She said, if you apologize, you keep saying from the beach and with your ass or something. I'm like, who the fuck is, first of all, this family has a lot of history of talking to people like that. But who do you think you're talking to? For real? For real? You're gonna talk to me like that? I was about to. I wish I could slap. I wish I could slap my mother sometimes. I wish I can. I could beat all these people's ass at the table. Because who do you think you were talking to this whole time? And at least she was talking to me throughout that fuck-ass party. Like, it made me tear up thinking about it. No child, no youngin, no person is trying to adult deserves to hear that. They don't deserve to hear that. And when I think of all the other kids that are younger than me that hear that, that's so crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, who do you think you are? But this brings me to this conversation. At the end of the party, I enjoyed myself. Because I have to. Not I have to, but like, I wanted to. I didn't enjoy the party because other people were enjoying it. I personally wanted to eat the food. I wanted to eat the food. I didn't want nothing to do with my uncle. I really don't want nothing to do with Uncle Daniel. I don't care about him that much. I mean, I love him. Well, if that situation's still in my mind and him just... And him doing the last thing he did, but since also, I don't want to get caught. Alexa, volume down. Like, all the things that, with the thing that he did, I didn't feel comfortable doing it. And then these people had the nerve. My mother and my grandmother had the nerve to say, they said, oh, she's going outside, she needs to go outside. And I'm like, you need, and I'm like, your daughter needs addiction counseling. But you don't care about that more than you care about me going outside. Oh my god. I was considering sending this video to my cousin Dana because she said tell her everything that happens to her. Not everything, but like if I wanted a place to vent, she said to tell her about it. And I think I'll take her up on that offer because realistically, she's been the only person that has been there for me from day one. Sure, she may do some stuff that gets on my nerves like everyone else in the world, but my dad and her, and sometimes my auntie, were the only real people I can rely on, because I can't rely on other people. Not in this family. But yeah, to end this all. Do things because you want to. And, like, unless you don't have, like, a ride or something. I didn't have a ride to leave that fuck-ass event. I can't curse to it. I cursed in it. But I will summarize everything that happened. And I will tell my cousin Dana this. She will be hearing back from me in the morning. And once I tell her everything. Because I don't really talk to a lot of them. And she needs to hook me up with a psychiatrist. But... do things because you want to. Do things because you wanted to do them. Do not ever do things because someone else wants you to do it. Someone else wants you to go outside. Wants you to communicate. In a world where people are dying, in a world where people are getting their rights taken away, in a world where free speech is non-existent, in a world where it's dangerous to even go outside, and they want us to go out and socialize. I don't talk to AI chatbots at all. But you know who I do talk to? Discord mates. Because they also understand. Sorry, that's how the world is now. Not a lot of people are socializing. And get this. People, and get this. The adults, before when inside said, like before I bombed in, before whatever, they said, my mom and this lady, they said, who I actually really like that lady, but they had a great point in women up. Oh, these kids don't know what it was like. These kids won't ever have the history, won't ever have the things that we have. And I'm like, I agree. They won't have to deal with the things that we had to deal with. The newer generation won't have to deal with the things that we all went through. Because guess what? We have a thing that we call therapy, getting help, so we won't cause problems to future generations. Why are they complaining? Why are they? So you're gonna, the worst part about that is that we got beatings and all that stuff. And all these new kids, you can't even touch them. And I looked at her, I was gonna give her a little like, oh, I see what kind of person you are. Feeling pain because some parents don't abuse their child anymore. I don't even know what I was gonna say about that. That's weird. That's weird. And I know back then they didn't think that was child abuse. Because it was structured like that. And that's not cool at all. There should be programs to help adults who were hit, who were spanked. I would never spank my kids. I can't spank my kids. Because of what I've been through. Why would I want to spank my damn kids? But that's besides the point. Why would anyone spank their kids? Lay a hand on a child, they're going to hell. Especially because some grown-ups don't even care. They just take it too far. Well, in the end, the dinner was great. I wish I went with other people. I wish I went with my grandmother alone, with people that I care about without my mother. If it was without my mother and maybe without some other people, I would have been much more happy. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Again, I'm contemplating to post this video. Because, like, no one saw my last video. I was crying because my mother, again. It's always my mother as a culprit. You know she's a topic of conversation in any video. And it's not gossip if you're bringing awareness to abuse. Whatever. You know the funny thing is, my cousin is not talking to my aunt anymore. That's interesting. Maybe I can use it to my advantage or something. I don't know how I would use it. Not to my advantage, but like to gain more info about my enemies' relatives. Because I think most of the ground she walks on. But that's more of a strategic. But like, I'm trying to tell you, don't ever make yourself feel bad because someone else wanted to point out your flaws. People have flaws all the time. We're humans. And don't ever think that you have to do something because other people told you to. Children, teenagers, adults, and seniors have their own autonomy of choice. They do what the hell they want. If they don't want to go to that party, they don't have to. If they want to go to that party, they will if they want to. But they don't have to do anything for a social life. I don't care if I don't have a social life. It's better than talking to AI bots. I have a social life. I talk to people online. I know more about my Discord friends than I do about regular people. Whoops. Whoopsies. Is that a problem? Of course it is. It's always a problem with old people who don't understand what therapy is. Who don't understand why kids are going to these therapists and like are trying to make themselves unlearn all their trauma. They either don't realize it or they just don't care to realize it. Whatever. That's a whole can of worms that even I can't open right now. But yeah. Oh, I can't. But yeah, the dinner was awesome, right? That's all that matters, because you guys don't want any other details. But, the dinner was awesome. I can't wait to tell my dad this. I'm only gonna tell the bits and pieces that actually matter. Like why I vomited and the party was fun, except the guy who slapped my ass, my uncle was there. Fuck. And the worst part is that in my mom's side of the family, he's not, allegedly. He slapped my ass allegedly. But the crazy thing is, that's not the only crazy thing that happened on that side of the family. Oh, but the other side of the family don't show up. Well, the other side of the family has I'm not ready to have that conversation. I'm not ready to have that conversation. But yeah, this video summary, stay true to yourself. Do not let these heifers tell you how to feel, tell you how to look. Don't do that. That's the point of free speech, to free everything. It's to be free in your own skin, your own color, and everything. Pride Month exists specifically to be who you are. But again, old people won't accept that, right? Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Be true to yourself, and I'll see you all in the next one. In the next Ben session, or also the weeks, the Rainbow High week, I kind of canceled that, but if you would like to see my OCs, let's see the OCs that I made, I will post them in Reddit under Self of Regret, and then I'll put all the link, and I'll put the link of the post in my community post. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay true to yourself. F them haters, because really that's all there is to life. F them haters and what they're trying to do to your life, because you are your own autonomy. You are everything. We are everything, and we are nothing at the same time. Thank you for watching. I'm done talking.